So on February the 22nd, Sony held their European press conference for the TV launch of the new BRAVIA range, which included a new QD-OLED model with more brightness, and we caught up with Gavin McCarron for an interview. So Sony held a very interesting European launch event at their HQ in Weybridge on the 22nd of February, and AV Forums were invited along to have a look at the new TV models. The day started with a press conference with Gavin McCarron telling us all about the new models and the new technologies. We then broke into groups and did various workshops, including picture quality and sound quality amongst other things. So we got a good idea of what the TVs may be capable of when they are launched later in the year. It should be noted that the QD-OLED was a very early sample and we couldn't really draw any conclusions to the picture quality from that TV. However, we did meet up with Gavin McCarron, and I started the interview by asking Gavin to give us a complete rundown of the 2023 BRAVIA TV lineup.
Sure, Phil. So 2023 lineup, we've got 4 new BRAVIA XR models and 3 new BRAVIA models. So I'll start with the BRAVIA XR models. We've got a new flagship OLED model, which is the A95L. So that's our quantum dot OLED TV. Absolutely stunning. It comes in a new screen size for 2023 as well. So 77 inch is the new one. Then we've got 65 and 55 inch as usual. For mini LED, we've got the X95L, so that's our flagship 4K Ultra HD mini LED TV. And that comes in 3 screen sizes, 85, 75 and 65 inch. Then we've got our premium OLED model, the A80L. Another new screen size in that is 83 inch alongside 77, 65 and 55. And then we have the X90L, which is our premium full array LED model. Huge range of screen sizes, including a new 98 inch screen size, but also comes in 85, 75, 65 and 55 inch. Looking at BRAVIA XR as a whole, we have some new developments, some new improvements to the XR processor, which goes across all of the BRAVIA XR models, of course. And the evolution is XR clear image. So what that will do is improve the noise reduction, improve the blur reduction, so overall improve the clarity of the picture, regardless of the source. So it's quite intelligent in that it can understand all of the different elements of resolution, the bit rate, all of the statistics basically of that content coming in, and then it will apply an adaptive improvement optimization process. So it understands if you're watching standard definition or high definition, which a lot of us still do, of course, and then it will improve the upscaling ability to upscale that to closer to 4K resolution. So that's a really, really important step for improving the overall clarity of your everyday viewing, your Netflix, your streaming services, as well as, of course, giving us a great 4K picture quality. In addition then, we've got some nice improvements for sound quality. So always trying to improve the sound quality to make it more immersive, to draw you further into the picture. And on the X95L, we're introducing frame tweeters. So the frame tweeters actually invisibly vibrate the frame of the TV to give us that location of sound so it seems like it's coming directly from the screen. So that makes it more immersive. And then of course you've got Acoustic Surface Audio Plus on both of our OLED models. And actually these 2 technologies are really important when we look at expanding the sound and improving the sound by using one of our Sony soundbars. So we use Acoustic Centre Sync. So this is basically maximizing the performance of the TV as the center channel, as well as using the power and performance of the soundbar to give you that surround sound effect, additional bass, etc. So the combination of the TV sound and the soundbar sound gives you that really immersive audio experience to match that fantastic picture experience as well. So they're the kind of most important features on the new lineup, but we've got some really great user experience improvements for 2023 as well. So I guess the first one to talk about is BRAVIA Core now extends throughout the range. So we have it on BRAVIA models as well as BRAVIA XR models. And BRAVIA Core also, we're improving the offering as well. So on the BRAVIA XR models, we get 10 movie credits and you get 24 months of the streaming service subscription as well included with the TVs. On the BRAVIA models, we get 5 movie credits and 12 months. So a really nice way of getting top quality content, pure stream, so very high quality, the largest collection of IMAX movies, all included with the TVs. The other addition that covers off the entire range is the game menu as well. So this is a really nice way of accessing all of your very useful and very important game settings with one touch of the button. So hit the game menu button and it will bring up the game menu. And from there you can adjust things like turning VRR on and off, adjusting your motion blur reduction. We are even including things like the crosshair as well, so you're actually able to use a crosshair on the TV side, hopefully improving your aim. We've also got black equalizer as well, so you can lighten darker parts in the scene, which again is really important if you've got stuff lurking around the dark shadowy areas. We can adjust the brightness in that area to allow you to see what's going on in that place. So really useful as well. In addition then, we have on the A95, we have Dolby Vision HDR, so you can do Dolby Vision gaming. And we also have multi-view as well to allow you to play YouTube videos while you're playing games, for example. And then finally, we also have the my favorite new feature, which is the screen size. So you can adjust the screen size depending on what you're using the TV for. So it's particularly aimed at gamers because you might want to watch movies on your big screen TV, but when you're gaming you want more focus. You want a smaller screen so you can see exactly what's going on. And with custom screen size you can actually adjust the screen between 30 and 100% screen size. So really, really clever idea. I didn't mention the BRAVIA models yet, so let me just cover some of those off too. Our mid-range X95L this year features a full array LED backlight, so that's giving you better contrast, better picture quality all round. And that's available in 75, 65 and 55-inch screen sizes. Then we have our X80L, and that is available in 85, 75, 65, 55, 50 and 43-inch screen sizes. And that's essentially our foundation TV, so it's a great kind of entry into the 4K lineup. But we do have another model that sits just below that, which is the X95WL, and that's 75, 65, 55, 50 and 43-inch screen sizes. And this year, even entry-level proposition comes with Google TV as well. All the models from X80L and above have hands-free voice search. So that means you don't need to pick up the remote control. You can just say what you want and the TV will do it all for you as well. And all Google TV throughout the range this year. So that's just a kind of a quick, brief overview, I guess, of the lineup for BRAVIA XR and BRAVIA TVs for 2023.
Now, it's obviously XR is your processor, but you're obviously using new silicon, which we won't go into detail, but I think most people can guess what it is that you're using. So that's also HDMI 2.1 48 gigabits per second, 2 inputs on this year's models. Correct,
yeah. Actually, across the range, we have 2 inputs supporting 48 gigabits HDMI 2.1 features, so VRR, ALM, 4K 120, etc. So yeah, 2.
And of course, with that silicon, you also get 4K 120 Dolby Vision.
Yes, so 4K Dolby Vision is only applicable on the A95L series though.
Yeah. So let's talk about the A95. It is a new panel this year. There has been updated to the emission layer, has been updated. You get more brightness out of it. So what tweaks have you made and what do you think the strengths are over last year's model?
Well, the strengths, and you alluded to it yourself, is the brightness. So essentially it's twice the peak brightness that we were able to achieve last year. And you know, that additional brightness adds in a lot to the kind of the depth, more immersive picture quality. So that's the kind of the big headline with A95L, is that additional brightness. And we still have our kind of additional things that we add into that as well. So we've got an algorithm within Cognitive Processor XR that does the checks out the thermal, essentially sees where the heat is in the screen and can utilize that to maximize the performance of the screen. And then we've got the heat sink as well. So again, all of these kind of come together to give us the ability to maximize the performance out of the Quantum.OLED panel as well.
So you've stuck with QD-OLED this year, so you must have been happy with last year's model and how that's been seen by the public.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think the reviews, both from yourselves and a lot of your compatriots, were fantastic as well. So really, really happy with the performance of the A95K. It won lots of awards, which is always great to see. So we really look forward to seeing your impression on the A95L as well.
And of course, you have taken other feedback from all around the industry, but you've changed the stand this year. It's more of a home theatre TV where you can have a soundbar, you can move the panel up and down, whereas last year it was a more or less a monolith design, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah, and I think the stand gives a lot of flexibility. Again, people, although the sound quality of the A95L is fantastic, a lot of people will want to add a soundbar to it as well. So given the fact that the stand is adjustable, so you can raise it up, fit the soundbar underneath, that's a really nice bit of flexibility. On the 77-inch then, you also have the ability to put the stand in the middle, so if you do have a smaller TV stand, put the feet in the middle and hopefully it'll fit on there neatly.
One of the slight negatives of QD-OLED is the panel. When ambient light hits the panel, it does make it look a little bit grey, but there is a new coating this year, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a new coating this year. I don't have a huge amount of information on it at the moment, but it will actually improve the anti-reflection qualities and hopefully won't be maybe as noticeable as people are thinking it is, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the flagship TV for the year. Let's move slightly further down the line. You're sticking with WRGB OLED as well, with the A80. So maybe tell us a little bit about that TV.
Yeah, so A80 kind of follows in the incredible tradition set by the rest of the A80 series over the last couple of years, in providing really fantastic performance at a lower price than what we see with the Quantum Dot OLED models. And again, it has all of the kind of unique Sony DNA in it as well, with acoustic surface audio plus 3.2 channel, fantastic design, flexible stand design as well. So there's lots of really great benefits, not just fantastic picture quality, but also fantastic sound quality, fantastic design in there as well. And now with all of the additional user experience functions like the game menu, it'll provide a really good opportunity for a lot of people.
I guess one of the questions that my audience will want to know is that a meta panel? Is it MLA or is it just a WRGB panel?
No, it's not MLA. We have Quantum Dot OLED, which is our step up essentially for our OLED. So we have A90L, which is conventional OLED, and then the step up to Quantum Dot OLED with the A95L.
Let's talk about mini LED. It's something that we tend to forget because OLED seems to, it's the flagship TV. It seems to get a lot of the headlines, but you really have moved mini LED on quite a bit, and you've taken some time with the picture presets as well this year to make them look a little bit better, a little bit brighter.
Yeah, mini LED is fantastic technology, and particularly for 2023 we want to talk a lot more about it, so it's great that you're giving us that opportunity. We've improved mini LED from previous year, from the X95K, which in itself was a great TV, but of course there's always room for improvement, so we've actually increased the amount of dimming zones on the X95L, and that will also help with things like light leakage or blooming, so improving all of the different elements that go into mini LED. And mini LED is a fantastic technology if you're looking for brightness in particular, and there's lots of kind of occasions, I guess, where brightness is really, really useful. So, for example, if you've got a very bright sitting room where you watch TV during the day, mini LED is a fantastic solution for that kind of environment. But also sports. We know sports fans look for brightness in their TVs. It helps deliver that additional clarity within the picture. So mini LED is a great solution for that type of customer as well. So we've improved the sound quality and we've improved the picture quality as well.
And then I want to come on to standard mode because you did some demonstrations today. Unfortunately, we're not able to film those because it's copyrighted material that you're showing there, but really impressive. You had the obviously the 300 and the 310 in terms of the the grading monitors, the professional monitors. And we were looking at picture quality in terms of how close you can get the mini LED to look. You have changed the colour balance a little bit in standard to make it a little bit more towards creator's intent. Maybe explain that a little bit.
Yeah, well, what we've noticed is, and maybe not for your kind of viewers or listeners, but also a lot of people will actually leave their TV in standard mode. And we always have a target, is that mastering monitor from the X300 or the X310 that directors use to decide on the look and the feel of whatever they're creating. So in standard mode, we have tweaked things a little bit. One thing that we can't kind of predict what customers will do is the environment that they have their TV in. So we're using the light sensor in standard mode to understand the kind of lighting environment in which the person is watching their TV in, and we can actually adjust the picture quality depending on that environment as well. So we can adjust, as you say, the things like the white balance and the color to make it look closer to the mastering monitor, ensuring that we kind of respect the creator's intent with how the image looks and how the image feels to the user as well.
Obviously, we're going to get these TVs in for review once they're going to hit the market and they're ready to go. So what is it that you want the AV Forums members to take away from the TVs this year? What is it that you think stands out?
I think the overall package is really kind of what we're pushing and talking about. This year, we have said, the TVs are made to entertain, regardless of what kind of content you're looking at, whether it's sport, movies, TV shows, gaming. We want our TVs to really kind of stand out and give a fantastic performance. And as we kind of always say and always are pushing, it's not just about the picture quality. Sound quality is really, really important in that respect as well. So we want that full kind of home entertainment package, essentially. And we work very closely with our colleagues in the home video side of the business as well to make sure that TVs work with soundbars work with TVs. They're all developed together at the same time to give that ultimate kind of home entertainment package as well. So I just want people to be entertained, essentially, with the best ability that we can deliver for them.